I moved to Chicago. I used to live in New Mexico, so I would drive up. I'd drive up to Denver to play. So once or twice a year, because I missed the hurling.
How long is the drive?
About 6 to 8 hours, depending on how fast you go or what route. But yeah, it was good fun. Picked up with Eamon and started hurling with the boys, I guess. Then I moved to Chicago. We got to the national finals last year. Played against San Francisco. They beat us. Fantastic team. And so I said we'll give it one more crack at the whip before I join the Chicago team. Now that I'm up there, I'll end up playing probably with the Cusacs or something. So that's my history anyway. Played with Denver for 3 years, and this is my last year with them. Walk it out, Matt. That's it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Right there. Yep, away from the danger zone.
Come on, Kiri! That's Kiri! Go on, Donna, keep going, Donna, it's coming to you.
Hey! Good to see you.
You too.
So,
we're playing now.
Okay, and how do you think it's going to go?
You know, we're going to go out there and give it our best and hopefully have a good result. We played well this morning, so as long as we can keep up the momentum, we'll be good.
For me coming out here, it's a new experience, but the four, say, junior teams played really well. Denver, Seattle, Washington DC and Indy. All American born girls really loved the game, and some of them, this was their first year playing, and the skill level was quite good. The junior final went extra time, and only points separated them at extra time, and the senior final was a really good standard as well. And what I liked about it is that the junior team stayed and watched the senior team and saw the skill level of those players. So for me, it was a fantastic weekend for camogie. What we want to try and do is in those four mentioned teams is to build a youth program ahead of CYC next year in Chicago, so we can have a kind of a conveyor belt of talent coming through with the American born girl, and hopefully next year in Philadelphia maybe have more than 4 junior teams playing that are American born, you know, and bring it on. As I said already, the senior was excellent, and really enjoyed the weekend, and it's all good for camogie.
I went to Ireland, was introduced to the sport, went to a couple of All-Ireland finals, went to a Leinster hurling final, then discovered that they actually play the sport here in the US. So I looked up online, found the Denver Gaels, ended up showing up at a practice. Tried to play with the Gaelic football girls, but the hurlers got to me first. And thankfully so, because I love the sport.
This cup is called after a very, very, very special man. He was a founding member of the North American board. Everything that was good about him and good about the North American board, we saw here today. Everybody left everything on the field, fair play, commitment, and more importantly, he gave enjoyment to your supporters, to the people looking on here, neutrals, and to yourself. I want to, on behalf of everybody here, all the supporters and everybody, thank both teams, Young Irelanders and Vancouver, for a brilliant game of football, clean and sporting, and thank you very, very much.
We've had 9 Canadian teams participate here in San Francisco. We had 4 teams from Toronto. We had 2 hurling teams and ladies and men's teams from St. Mike's. And from Vancouver we had 5 teams, 2 hurling teams, 2 football teams and a ladies football team. So it's been a great pleasure for us to be guests of the North American County Board. We were able to have our Vancouver intermediate team make it to the championship, win the championship over a hard-fought game over San Francisco. It's been an eye-opener for some of the new Irish that have come to Canada. The thousands that are coming, they're very grateful to be able to come down here to San Francisco to be a part of the North American County Board. So Toronto, Vancouver and the Canadian GAA thank the North American County Board for us being a part of this great tournament.
friend.
What do you think of the setup so far, Andrew?
Never in my life even believed it could be possible, my friend. Overwhelming. Overwhelming, my friend.
Overwhelmingly good or overwhelmingly bad?
Good, my friend. Beyond met and exceeded all my expectations.
And you've only just got here?
I've been here since yesterday, my friend.
Okay.
And you know I came with expectations, my friend.
And you know I said it'll be...
Exceeded them, my friend, today.
That's good to know.
Exceeded them.
The story behind that 2-2 then?
Well, only real princesses of hurling can have a tutu.
Win. 1, 2, 3.
Here we go,
How's the weekend going for you so far, Matt?
It's going great. It's going great. It'll be a lot better here in the next hour or two. Get on the field, get a good game in.
Who are you playing against?
DC.
Okay. You gonna win?
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
All right.
We're gonna do pretty well out there.
We'll put that to the test then. Can I quote you on that?
Don't call Vegas on that
one. You're gonna win.
Sure?
Yeah.
All right.
We gotta represent. We gotta start representing San Francisco well. And I think we got it. Feel good.
You know, like I said, I studied in Ireland, so I've always had an interest in the culture and the people, and like so many Americans, I can trace my history back years and years. But I was just looking for a club to join, and found out actually that hurling existed here. I didn't even know it existed while I was over there, and started last year, and it's in your blood. You can't explain it, but I'm very passionate about it, and
I can say that
to me. So that's kind of how, and it's just a great core group of guys we've got in Indianapolis.
It's a good game. Good to have in San Francisco, a nice field.
Hey lads, I don't know if you know us, but you actually started playing hurling in the last 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. You started playing proper hurling. And you could.
Good stuff in here.
Good for the Northwest, like we have Seattle and Portland in a very heated game and a very competitive game. Unfortunately, we have to meet each other in nationals, which I think is not the best policy. So I would ask people who do these schedules to take that into account next time, because we can go down the road and beat Portland any day of the week. Or shite. Thank you.
Enjoying the alcohol.
I'm not drinking today. I'm actually driving.
And she's enjoying the good looking man. Like
I'm actually really enjoying the legs on the pitch.
In the first game of the championship, it was quite obvious that you were going to play a role in the finals and have a big say in this weekend. I want to again congratulate you. You are worthy, very worthy Nordic American champions for 2011, and I congratulate you on. As a Vice President of the Association, it gives me great pleasure as a Kerryman to present the cup to a Tyrone man.
Well, Joe McDonough, reflecting on the wonderful weekend that we've had here at the North American County Board Playoffs 2011. And it's been a tremendous pleasure to come back here, and privilege indeed to come back here to witness yet another North American Board Playoffs after witnessing my first back in 1996 when I was President-elect of the GAA. So I just can reflect on how the tremendous growth of these playoffs have happened in the intervening years. 15 years have seen extraordinary growth. And for me, perhaps the personal reflection of this weekend will be the outstanding performances that I've seen from many of the new hurling teams who have appeared on the scene and have been, particularly perhaps in the lower divisions, excelling in the tremendous progress that they're making in the promotion of hurling on the North American continent. So loads of memories after a 3-year term as international chairman, or chairman of the overseas work group as it's known, back home in Páirc, and certainly looking forward to the future growth and seeing, shall we say, as much incremental growth in the next 10 years as I have witnessed on my re-engagement with the Gaelic Games on the North American continent since becoming chairman of the Overseas Committee.
It's not all one culture, not gonna let you fair enough, and Celtic Cowboys, are you stand up on me cows? Hey!